Patrick, Bella, nice to be sitting down with you. Saw the movie, went to a preview of it, and when I walked in, I noticed two things. Number one, there was some M&Ms on my seat, and I was like, nice, wish they were peanut butter, but that's fine. Also, a box of tissues.
Oh, yeah.
And I was sitting there like, oh, why do I need this box of tissues? Why am I gonna need this? Didn't end up cracking it, but ended up crying like a baby. I didn't want to like pull out the tissues. I didn't want anyone to know that I was crying, so I did the whole like,
I did that a lot too.
yeah, tried to pull off the whole not crying
it's so
thing.
itchy, my face.
Yeah.
But
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
like. I
Sneeze in
didn't
my eye.
think I would need. I didn't think I would need. I didn't think I would have a reaction like that to a movie. When you guys saw this film, did you have that reaction because it's you, or is it weird? You know?
For me, it really hit when Bella and Rob Riggle, her dad in the movie, have this scene in the kitchen where she's signing him up for the dating service.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was like not only her best, I think, moment in the film and Rob's best, but it was like just real.
Yeah.
And it was really like, you know, when you see like kind of an older man like Rob and the dad kind of having that emotions, it's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, as well, when I watched the movie, I'm like, oh, the scene that Rob Riggle has with the doctor when she comes in and tells him some bad news, and he's like, I did all these things, I took all these things away from her, everything that she deserved to have. That scene, oh my God, does not matter how many times I watch it.
It just destroys you.
Ball
Yeah, I
every
get that.
time.
I get that. And of course, the film started production in October of 2015, which was 2 years and 5 months ago.
Oh, there you go.
Which is a lot. It seems like a long time ago, right?
It doesn't seem, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I like when I heard that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go through my phone memories and go back to October 2015 because I kind of wanted to create a timeline for myself and see when that was and what I was doing in my life. That was a long time ago. I was shocked looking at these photos. Like, I look different, I had terrible acne. Did you feel like that watching the movie since it was so long ago? Is it just like, do you watch yourself and judge things like that as if you're looking at an old photo of yourself?
Yeah, I think there was things that I could like go back and be like, oh wow, I've learned so much about acting and stuff since then. But at the same time, like, we play high school students.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 24 now. So when I shot this, I was 21.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know you were 24.
yeah, 24
Wow.
now. So it's probably better that we shot this then. And,
Yeah,
and,
back then.
You know, I look way younger probably. I look thinner and
Yeah.
yeah. So you know, everything happens for a reason at that time, and I think that you know, at the end of the day, we're those characters. We're not ourselves right now. So.
Yeah, true. Did you think that as well, watching yourself?
I mean, I've got a very mixed review whenever watching films. I'm like the harshest critic, you know, and I'm very much like, you know, was that the best? Could I have done better? You know, da 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 da. Also, when I watch a lot of movies, this one's a little bit different, but sometimes I look very different in movies, and then I kind of just forget that I'm watching myself.
I was gonna ask that, like.
Yeah, I just start thinking of it as like just the straight character. Also, when we refer to the character, it's strictly the character. It's not like, oh, well, me in the film. It's like, well, the character Katie, you know. So
Totally.
it's this kind of separate divide.
Totally. Of course, you play a character that has XP, and I kind of knew what it was before the film, but I
You
didn't.
did. You're the first person to say that.
I'd heard of people with that, but I didn't know much about it.
Yeah, that's
And of course, for those that don't know, it is extreme sensitivity to UV rays from the sun. And I put myself in your position, right? Imagining myself being handed a script for a character with a condition that, you know, you don't have. Was that a difficult thing to portray? Because putting yourself in someone else's shoes like that, obviously you have to play it well, but then you have to play it with respect to those that have it.
Yeah,
Was that
exactly.
Was that a hard thing for you to do?
Well, it's a little bit difficult just in the writing and dealing with a disease in general, you know? It's so much of like, we know that Katie wants to feel much more than a disease, which when I looked up people with XP talking about it, the best thing was them not really talking about it. It was them just talking about themselves, how they live their life, and that they're completely normal people. You would think that you are gonna go grab coffee with them, and then you realize that you actually maybe can't really do that under certain circumstances. And it was a little weird just to be like, okay, Bella, this is your first time ever seeing Seattle. You've been playing a guitar your whole life. Wow. And just like all the first for Katie that Charlie takes her on was a little bit of a, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate it. It's so fascinating hearing, I guess, a little bit about what goes on in your mind when you're playing these roles. So thank you so much for chatting to me. Congratulations on a great film. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, bud. Really
So
thanks.
sweet.
Appreciate it. Nice to
Thanks
meet
for your
you.
great energy.
Thank you.